Okay, we can start. So,
Yeah.
Alex, with how many riders you work right now?
Me, I'm personal. I following 15 riders, but in my agency, I am founder of A&J Allsport in 1997. Man and woman together, the athletes is more or less 100.
Okay, for the whole history of the agency.
No,
Right
this
now.
year,
Oh, and
because we have 12 people work with me.
how the cycling changed from 1997 right now with so many technologies, money, social
Change
media.
is another sport. First of all, there is a first era from 1997 to 2024 because there is not a world tour. Then the contracts between riders and team is very short, and now it's totally different. Second era is from 2024 to 2020, the COVID period, the pandemic. After the pandemic, the new generation start before to have great results, and the strategy of the team is the contracts more than 3 years. Then you can find some athletes have signed for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Why? Because they start a great result before. Then, and also now the cycling is similar than Formula One. Formula One, you check every single details, not only about the bike, for all equipment, helmets, clothing, nutrition, totally different.
Do you remember your first rider?
Yeah, of course. My first rider is Paolo Valotti. He's a young rider, but the first great rider is Roman Weinstein. He won the world champion in Plouay, I think.
Yeah. And what were their contracts right back then in the 19s?
The amounts and so on.
Yeah.
It's totally. First of all, the team manager don't like us. Sure, because there is not many agents in cycling, and they see the agents with the great rivals. It's true that also now we are opposite on the table, but they accept that 90% of the riders have the agents. When they start, only the 5% have the agents. Then it's totally different.
And how you decide to work with one rider? Is it important for him just to be a good rider or and a good person, maybe?
No, I think that now or in the past. Now,
Now in the past.
when I start, the situation is totally different because you work, you think only about the futures, if they can grow or no. Now, when I take the riders, normally we sign the young athletes between 16, 17, 18 years old. I want to talk also with the family because it's important, the family behind the athletes. If you want to be a champion now in the new cycling, you need to have a talent, but you need to work every single day very hard. That what means when I take riders, they need also the people love, have a passion. Then it's a combine. Now I can choose the athletes. In the past, no.
Do you consider yourself like one of the most influential people in cycling? Because you have a lot of riders, big riders.
It's not good that I told you if I am. I remember that in 2004 there is one UK magazine, Pro Cycling, have put a famous list, the most influencer people in cycling, the most 50. And in 2004 I am in the list. Maybe that I am also now, but it's not my. I don't think so. I think that only solve the problem of the athletes, and when the athletes are happy, they stayed with us.
You have history with very good riders, big champions like Nibali, Simoni, Damiano Cunego. Right
Ushov,
now.
yeah.
From is it more difficult to work with them or completely the opposite? They're easier to
No, there is the great difference if you work with the GC rider, sprinter rider, or classic rider. Sometimes normally the sprinter is more crazy, then they have more nervous, and also the relation is different. when you talk with the GC rider that is more quiet, relaxed, they take to reply his time, then it's different. Normally, for my experience, I have more a good relation with GC rider because maybe it's the same philosophy, no? But for sure it's totally different if you talk with sprinter and GC. And every single champion, some points are the same, but the identity is totally different.
And what about today? Because he's maybe the most famous rider right now, the best one.
Today is a great athlete, but behind is a superman. He's friendly. He look everything, also the small details, not only about him, about also the people around him. Then, of course, our relation is changed when I start to work with him. He's very young and now, but he's very transparent. He understands immediately, and in 2 seconds, he choose the right way to do the things.
How you decide to work with him? Did someone recommend it to you?
Is A&J Allsport. A&J Allsport, after Lunigiana, when he won, he told me that this rider is super, super good. And also behind him, there is a great family. And the family have the great respect to him. And now we find the girls respect to him and his job. Then Uska. Then there is many components around him to be a champion. Today has a great super talent. He have a lot of passion in cycling. They have one girlfriend love him and love his job and also his athletes, and the family respect him. Then there is many things together.
Can you consider that some people said he's one of the greatest maybe of the modern era rider? Do you agree?
About Tadej?
Yeah.
Tadej is the number one in this sport, not this year, also last year, 2 years before, and 3 years before, and the following years, because he have the great respect for the old peloton, because the peloton understand that he's a number one. Number one in the race, number one after the race. He's competitive in the classic and GC. Then there is not rider the same level than him in the both classic. Van der Poel is the same level in the classic and Vingegaard in GC. But Van der Poel and Vingegaard is two guys, not only one. Then not because I am the agent of him. You can arrive on the top, but it's more difficult to stay on the top. And after 3 years you stay on the top, what means? That is a super great talent, a super hard worker also.
One last question. What do you think about this project, One Cycling? Do you think it has future in...
I think that every great news is a new opportunity for our sport. Sometimes our sport is too old, and this idea is also an opportunity for the team and for the image of the cycling. Cycling is one of the most important sports in the world. We already did something to improve, example technology, the image during the race, the radio that the fans, but we need to work more and more to create more connection between fans and riders, fans and team. And the UCI can support this project. One Cycle is an opportunity, not only for few teams, but for all teams.
Thank you. That's